Thanks for this opportunity. So this project started off as a course project for the course that was built out of the Alexa Fund in CMU, which was the Dialog Systems Lab course. So we are here representing our project that came out of the course. Basically, what this is a shopping bot for Alexa, but it's a shopping bot that is tailor-made for you. It's personalized, and we'll describe how it's personalized and what the potential for it is. I'd like to quickly go through the opportunity landscape for both Alexa and a space for our application. I'd like to talk about it in terms of two themes. The first theme is basically the interface and the interaction. So Amazon started off selling products on their website and then moved to the mobile app, and then they've come up kind of trying to find new interfaces to try and sell these products. So one was Amazon Dash. So most recently, Alexa, and it still hasn't been tapped entirely for this product selling space, and therefore we see an opportunity there. And more importantly, the interaction happens in your home, and with some of the things that we've seen in the beginning of this presentation, it can even be taken on the road. The second thing is initiative. So when someone chooses to buy a product, today the way it happens is you make the decision, you go to the computer, you click on the product that you want to buy, even regardless of whether you have ads or not, you make that decision. There isn't someone subliminally sending that message to you, placing that idea on your head. So what we really see the potential of a bot that resides in your home that you like and you connect with is the bot initiated product recommendations. So we'll talk a little bit more about how we actually operationalize that, but I'd like you to keep both of these in mind. So the primary scope for our product is it's a voice-based product search, and it's completely generalizable. Right now we're starting off strategically in one category, just like usually shopping websites tend to do. So start off in one category, get that right, and then generalize to other categories. So in terms of our data set, it's completely generalizable. Just replace the data set that we're currently using with any data set of products, and it can be generalized. And then the third use case is the personalization, and finally it's the bot initiation, which I was talking about. Bhuvan will now give us an overview of the internal system.
So at its core, what we're suggesting is a dialogue system to interact with the user to help find products from a database. And so such dialogue systems have been researched for a long time, and they're typically called task-oriented dialogue systems. And in the research community, you find like a sort of a modular approach, which given the user utterance tries to understand the input, track the states, interact with the database, and take the next action. The key technical aspect that we're suggesting here is to do this in an end-to-end sort of online manner, where all these components are trained based on the feedback from the user. And that feedback is in terms of a reward signal which matches with the sales, like how many products are you selling. So like the key idea here is that instead of building these components in a handcrafted manner to satisfy the needs of an arbitrary user, you want to sort of learn online when the system is deployed based on the specific user. So we'd like to give a small demo. As Sri mentioned, so right now as a prototype, we've built a system which can find products from these categories, but this is completely generalizable to any other category.
Alexa, open Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I can find products tailored to your tastes. Tell me what you are looking for.
I'm looking for a tripod stand.
Do you have any particular brands in mind?
Not really.
I found these products. Chauvet heavy-duty tripod stand, cosmetology mannequin training head. Is this what you were looking for?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
So we have another demo which I'm going to skip in the interest of time right now. But the basic idea is that it does, instead of cycling through a list of questions to ask the user, the bot can sort of interact like in an online manner. It can decide what is the best next question to ask this user based on the products it has in the database and what it has learned about the user previously. So Sri can talk a little bit about the revenue model.
I'll just be quick. So basically, we have three streams of revenue. Initially, one of the first streams that we're going to start with is an already established stream. It's in industry parlance, I think it's called affiliate revenue. So primarily, we'll be selling product sales, and we'll be taking a cut of each of the products that are sold through the platform. The second and the third ones are probably a little more interesting. The second one is essentially sponsored products, and that would probably be a little bit down the line once our application becomes popular. And the third one is, as far as we know, innovative. The idea is that this is where the bot initiation comes in, where the company can pay to have their product be featured in a sponsored conversation. So essentially, if we learn that the user is looking for certain features in a product. For instance, you're looking for a camera that's, say, waterproof, and it's from it has 2 or 3 features, and we found a product from a company that we sponsor that matches those features. We can have an extended conversation about that, an entire conversation bot initiated, and that's obviously going to be more expensive than just having your product be featured as one of the results in a set of results. So these are the 3 revenue models. I'm going to skip the actual numbers. If you have any questions, we can take that in the end. Thank you.
So we have some questions. So, do you guys have a sense for, like, the scope of the queries or the interaction patterns? That is this going to be like there's going to be a fat head of like a dozen typical interactions that you're going to optimize for, or is it going to be a really long tail of interactions and queries, if you understand what I'm saying?
Well, so the goal at the beginning is to start off with a very specific market. For example, cameras, or for example, home products, and in those cases we can define a set of interactions which cover most of the cases pretty accurately, and then to expand out, we plan to model more and more types of interactions as time goes on.
And how generalizable do you think the types of questions that would exist around trying to find the right camera you want to buy will be to other categories?
So
I'm trying to get a sense of what's the scope of the dialogue management problem you're trying to solve to make it big enough to make a company around it.
Yeah.
If you know what I
So
mean.
one of the things was essentially Amazon has metadata around each of the products, like the category, the brand, the price, the reviews, all of that. So most of that will remain the same across products. And right now the queries that we're using will be brand, price. We try to extract that as much as possible from the information that the user provides, and if not, then we try to find what question best gives us that information that we need to narrow down the field of products. So essentially, we're starting off with the categories that are available for every single product on Amazon. And so that's kind of why it's generalizable. So we can just replace the data set that we have currently of all the data on Amazon with these metadata with any category that has those fields, and essentially can work out of the box.
So one thing.
Yeah.
One thing that I see you're solving for Amazon is not very good at recognizing words. If I misspell something, it'll say it doesn't know, whereas Google will immediately give me options, right? So that may be something that you are solving. But the thing that I think will be missing until there's a screen there is when I'm buying something, I want to see what it looks like.
Right.
And I need to have a lot of information all together that I can see. I want
Right.
to see the 5 stars or the 4 stars or the 1 star
right
away. And how am I going to believe you
Yeah.
when you're just telling me you're a bot who's advertising something?
Yeah.
How do I have confidence at all in what
Right.
you're telling me?
So there are 2 different aspects to your question. The first one is essentially the way the voice recognition works for Google Home and Amazon are fundamentally different. And Amazon has, Amazon. One of the reasons Amazon has the lead market share today in the consumer home Alexa market, essentially, it has 70% market share, is because they do it better objectively. So even though they're different, they do it better objectively. But I was part of the Alexa Prize project, and one of the things that is given, we can get access to, it's privileged access, not given to everyone, but is the speech recognition output. The ASR output from the Amazon Alexa devices, which is usually not given to users because of privacy concerns. Anyway, to address the second part of the question, one of the products that Amazon recently came out with was the Echo Look, which we can definitely take advantage of. So we were going to start off with products where you don't necessarily have to look at the product to buy it. Like, just like Amazon today sells home products like milk and Echo Show. The Echo Look's the other one. Yeah. Products that Amazon offers today, where you don't have to look at the product to buy it, like just like milk and diapers and all of that. So we were gonna start there, just like he said, like with home products and